what we're doing today, actually it's really early in the morning. I'm just gonna film this really quick because my lights from Amazon are not coming in until later today, but I wanted to show you something. So if you recall, we were working on these numbers the other day. They're pretty big. I am 5'3", so for reference, this is the one standing on the floor. It's probably about like 4 feet or a little under 4 feet. I'm not too sure, but it's still a good size. So the numbers. But I realized that you guys might have wanted to see how I put the numbers together. Fortunately, but unfortunately for you, I did not record the one. However, I do have a time lapse that I recorded of the two. So I will insert that as I explain to you how I did it. So first, I went ahead and I made a template on Word. So I found a picture that I liked for the 1 and the 2. Okay, so once you found your numbers, you're gonna go ahead, save them to your desktop. I just save mine to my desktop because it's easier to drag onto Word that way. So then I just went ahead, I dragged them onto Word. This isn't the exact number 2 that I have. I can't find the one that I did use, but just for reference, this is how you do it. So you go ahead, you insert your numbers. I set my margins to 0. And then once the numbers were like in the center of the page and I liked how it looked, I went ahead and I saved it. And you just go to File, Save As. And when it says File Format, I went ahead and saved it as a PDF because when you're using Adobe Reader, you can only open PDFs and it's for PDFs only. So, and I saved that on my desktop as well. Now, I already have Adobe Reader, I say it different all the time, I'm sorry. But I already have that downloaded. If you don't have it, go ahead and download it. If you do, just open your PDF into Adobe Reader. And I scaled mine to 500. You go to Poster, you scale it for 500. And you can either print it in your house on 8x11 printer paper and 1/2x11. And then put it together, or you can do what I did. If you have the resources, go ahead and just print it on one large sheet of paper that is blown up by 500%. Then I cut out the numbers, and I bought foam boards from Walmart, and they were like 83 cents or something for one foam board, so I went ahead and bought like 12 of them. Then I laid out 4 foam boards and I taped them together and I traced the number on it and cut it out. I know you read me, yeah. Then for the border or the thing to make it 3D looking, I cut 7-inch strips of the foam board and glued them along the edges. So we used hot glue, and I had my cousin come help me with that because even with her help, it took like about 6 hours. As you can see, for the curves, we kind of just scored the foam board so that it would be able to bend a lot easier. And you should also be able to see that in the time lapse. But that's how we made like the actual foundation and just the structure of the number itself. So yeah, once the lights come in, I'm gonna go ahead and film how I'm putting in the lights into, I'm doing it on the back like you can see, into the number, and we will take it from there. The only thing is that it kind of flops. I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of like floppy. As you can see, it's like flopping. So what we do have are these things, which I am planning to base the back of the number with and kind of just have it, you know, a little more sturdy. Hey guys, so same day, way different hour. Look what I got. So I got the lights. I already like kind of laid out this one. Let me just flip this camera. So I already kind of laid this one out. And now I'm going to do the number 2. I feel like this one I'm going to need some more lights. But we'll see how that goes. And then I'll come back, okay? Okay, so I just laid out the 2. And I was right in my last video. It's definitely a lot easier when you actually have the lights and you try to lay it out. So obviously I need some more. But I'm just going to work with this for now. And then I'm going to order some more lights in the meantime. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to install these. Okay, so I don't know where to put this camera to go ahead and record this. So this is going to be very unprofessional, but I'm going to work from the back just because I only want the lights to show on the inside and not the string, like the wire. Wherever I see a light, I'm going to go ahead and mark and cut a hole there and then put the light through. So I'm going to go ahead and mark like the first 2 and then put the light through and see how I like it, and then I'll come back and show you guys. Okay, so I did the first 2, and the way that I'm doing it is, let me see if I stick you guys up here for a second. Oh, it's stuck, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, I pop this off, and then I measure out the distance and the width from the top and the bottom. I go ahead, make like a little room. Instead of pulling it like this, I make a little bit of room. And I just mark it with the light. You can see the indent. I go ahead, grab my scissor, and just poke it through a little. And with this hole, I'm gonna go ahead and push the light in. This is a little harder with one hand. And once it's in there, I'm gonna take this and reattach it to the other side. Okay, so I finished off the 2. Those dots are where I had measured before. It was much easier to get the lights first and then do it. I do have to get another pack to go ahead and finish off right here. But I'm gonna finish the 1 and then I'm gonna put batteries in and show you what it looks like. Okay, so here's what the numbers look like. The 2 is not done yet, which I've said before. And the 1, oh my god, this gave me so much trouble. So I can't even pull this part down anymore because the wire in the back of this one doesn't stretch anymore. So I feel like it looks so weird, but this is the best that it's gonna do. So here's the wire in the back that I was showing you. This one is like pulled to the max, so I can't even get it to go down anymore. But I think that it looks really good regardless. And also I've had so much trouble with this. Like you can see all the holes that I poked in here. So we're gonna have to find a way to cover that up. But the 2 looks amazing to me. And I just need to get another pack of lights for the bottom part. And then we're done. This didn't take even that long like I thought it would.